Hi everyone, it's Miss Dawn from Crystal Lake Public Library, and today I'm going to teach you how to make DIY yarn dolls like these. For this craft, you need yarn, a pair of scissors, and a piece of cardboard. You're going to be wrapping your yarn around the cardboard to make your doll. So I recommend between 9 and 10 inches long, and I just cut off the top of an old box to get my cardboard. Your first step is to take your yarn and put one end right there on the bottom, and then you are going to wrap your yarn all the way around the piece of cardboard a lot of times. I would say at least 36 times. The yarn is all wrapped, so now we're going to cut the end off here, and then we are going to cut the yarn. And now we can pull it off the cardboard. Oh, I missed a few pieces. And now we have a bunch of yarn all the same length. We are all finished with our cardboard, so we can set that aside. But we still need our yarn because we need to cut off 7 extra pieces that we're going to use to tie off our yarn doll. The next step is to take our yarn and double it over like so. Make sure the ends are fairly even. And then you are going to take one of your extra pieces. You are going to tie it around the top here. You want to leave maybe 3/4 of an inch above, like so, and tie it nice and tight, double knot it, and that is your doll head. So I like to wrap these around like this, or you can trim them right away, just they don't get in the way. Now you are going to separate your yarn into 4 equal groups. I think I put a little too much here. There we go. That looks good. They don't have to be exact. Okay, now we're going to take another piece of our extra yarn, and we are going to tie it here around the middle, and that separates off our body and legs from our arms. And I like to fluff it just a little. And then we're going to tie one more piece around the middle. Just a little bit lower. There we go. And I think I am going to trim these. And now it is time to braid. We're going to start with the arms. So we are going to take one arm, separate it into 3 groups that are about equal in size, and we are going to braid. So you put the right over the middle, and then the left over the middle, and then the right over the middle, and the left over the middle, all the way down. You do not have to go all the way to the end. We're going to trim a little bit off because we don't want the arms to be too long. Okay, that looks good to me. And I'm going to take another one of my extra pieces of yarn and tie off my braid. Again, make sure you double knot it to make it nice and tight. There we go. And we will trim that later. I'm going to turn it over and work on the other arm. Now I'm going to compare both the arms to see if they're the same length. It looks like this one might need a few more. There we go. And now we can tie it off again. The arms are done. Now it's time to work on the legs. We are going to separate into two groups, one for each leg, and then we are going to braid. Braiding is all finished, so now it's time to clean up some of this extra yarn. So we're definitely going to trim the pieces we tied off, and then we are going to cut the arms shorter. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just like the look of it. Same thing with the legs. This one's sticking out funny, so I'm going to cut that short. Here. And I'm going to trim my pieces that I wrapped around up top. There we go, and there is your yarn doll all finished. Thanks for watching. I hope you have fun with your DIY yarn doll. If you do not already know how to braid, I am going to show you how to do a nice basic braid. It's pretty simple once you learn how to do it. The first thing you're going to do is split your yarn or string or whatever you're using, even your hair, into 3 groups. So I purposely picked 3 different color yarn here to make it easier to see. So I have my orange, my white, and my blue. Put the right yarn in your right hand, put the left yarn in your left hand, and then I always start off with the right. So I'm going to put the middle yarn in my left hand. I'm going to take my blue yarn, my right yarn, and just bring it over the white yarn. Now I'm holding the white in my right hand and the blue in my right hand. Now I'm going to bring the orange over the blue. Now bring the white over the orange. Now bring the blue over the white. So you're always going to be taking the right side and then putting it in the middle, and then the left side and putting it in the middle. Right side in the middle, left side in the middle. As you can see, I've moved up to the top. That helps you control it better. It's harder to work with your yarn. If you're all the way down here trying to braid, you can pull it really, really tight like this, or you can kind of loosen it up, and that's what we're going to use, a looser braid. So you just keep doing that again, right in the middle, left in the middle. And one of the good things about braiding is if you find you've made a mistake, it's really easy to go back and start all over. It's not like you're tying knots or anything. So right, then left, right, then left, right,